Can you start with your opening statement on today's game, Coach?
Well, I think you got to look at the positive first, and not to be a negative guy right now, but I really thought our guys fought hard. We got down, I think, at one point, maybe 15, 16, and so we fought our tail off to get back in that game and then took the lead. We were up 3, missed a layup or a lob that would have put us up 5. And then, had a 3-point lead down there, went under a screen and gave up a 3 to tie it. And then I thought we got the shot there, at the end. I mean, we got exactly what we wanted. We wanted the ball in Elijah's hands. He drove to the basket. They collapsed, which we thought he would. We made a corner pass and a one more, and you got your leading scorer with a wide open 3 to win the game, just like you did at Liberty. Missed it. Got the offensive rebound by our best offensive rebounder, Jacoby. He missed a little bunny off the glass. And then we kick it back out and we get one more 3 from the guy who basically put us on his shoulders and got us back into the game. So, we drew it up. I thought it ended the way we wanted to there. But the bottom line is, and it's the same message that I can give and we can talk about, but we got to guard better. We gave them 50% in the second half. I thought late when we needed to stop, we went under a screen and we just didn't keep the basketball in front. And, you just got to figure that part out. I don't know the answer to that one right now. I do, but at this point in time, we just got to keep working hard and we just got to keep trying to keep that basketball in front.
To talk about the defense, it seems like the defense on the road, especially in this homestand, it seems atypical of your teams and your style of play. I'm not asking maybe how you guys fix it, because you said you might not know how to do that, or you don't know the answer to that right now, but just what do you feel like is different from the defense this season and maybe just defense from past teams that you have coached?
Yeah. I'm not disrespecting your question. I just think you answered your question with the question.
But what do you feel like
we aren't the defensive team that we were last year. I thought I just said we don't. I thought I just said prior that we don't keep the ball in front, and then I just said that we went under a screen when we don't work on going under a screen, especially with a 3-point lead. Those are all things that we didn't do last year. You got to keep the basketball in front if you're going to be a good defensive team, and we don't keep it in front. When people drive you, then you have to overhelp. Most of the time when you overhelp, then you're in rotation, and when you're on rotation, you're either going to give up layups on drives, you're going to give wide open kick and drive and kick threes. And then the worst thing about rotations usually are offensive rebounding, trying to match up and know who exactly you're supposed to be blocking out. So I think all of those things really, they kind of bite us in the butt at different times. But again, we challenged them today to be better on the glass, and we beat a good rebounding team by 18, and we got 22-0 boards. But I just think that it also tells a lot. We got 22-0 boards, and we shot 34% from the field. So we got to finish. When you get it in there, you got to finish. And that's also been one of our weaknesses this year, is getting our inside guys and people under the basket to be able to finish.
This 5 that you have right now with Jones, Elliott, Jacoby, Mullen, and Mims, it's been around for the past few games. Is that, how do you feel about just that 5 right now, just how they're doing, advantages, disadvantages, things like that?
Well, we didn't win. So, whether it's a start of the game or what, obviously as a coach, you'd keep pushing buttons, pulling levers, and you try to find the right mix. I think our problem right now is no matter what lineup we put out there, there's strengths and weaknesses of each guy in each group. So, for example, I can put an offensive team out there, but that offensive team doesn't necessarily guard very well, and I can put a defensive team out there, but then that defensive team doesn't score very well. So, just trying to find that right mix, trying to get some of those offensive-minded guys to guard, and trying to get, obviously defensive-minded guys to be better offensively. The first one's usually been one that I've been able to do my whole career, and we haven't been able to do that this year consistently. We've been very inconsistent with getting offensive-minded guys to guard and defend.
How do you guys get that consistency, or telling the players to try to get more consistency or things like that? How does that happen for you guys?
I mean, it's something I'm doing every day, and it's not getting across. So I don't know the answer to that. If I did, I'd probably be a billionaire. You just got to keep working with guys and, just trying to figure it out. You got to get tougher, and you got to do the things it takes to win. I thought the game was right where we needed it to be, but we didn't finish it off with a defensive. Usually it stops, it stops. You get stopped, you win. You're up 3. You get a stop, you win. Regardless of the dunk we missed down there on the lob, you get stopped, you win the game. And, we just didn't get a stop when we needed one. I think number 3 made that 3, and then he drove in there and he got that little runner. We did get a stop when they had the 2 from the intentional foul. They had the 2, they got the ball, and Zadi shot an air ball, went out of bounds, and we got the ball. I mean, we did get a stop there. That was a good defensive possession. But if you had to say out of the last 3 to 4 defensive possessions, they scored probably on 3 of those. So that's not going to win you a close game.
Just heading into this week, you guys were coming off your first road win of the season, and then you guys followed up with going 0-2 at home this week. I know it's still early on, but I guess when you look back at these 2 games you guys have played this week, I guess what comes to mind?
Well, I think both of them were just boiled down to, grinding and being tough and, getting rebounds when you need them, getting stops when you need them. I mean, those are things that it takes to win tough games, And right now, we're not doing those things. We're not being tough enough when we need to be. So I think that's really the biggest thing that comes to my mind right now. Today we got going, and offensively, Elijah got going. They were hard for them to stop us. But then when the game kind of settled and it got tied, or we got up 2 or 3, it's got to come down to getting stops. And we're not getting them right now when we really need them.
Just a question for Anthony and Elijah. Elijah, we start with you. Just you guys fought back in the second half, made it a really really close game. Just unfortunately didn't pan out at the end there. I guess just run me where you guys feel like you guys kind of just came up short in today's contest.
I just feel like at the end of the game, we all got some really good shots. We just got to knock them in. I applaud coach for the game plan and my teammates for executing. We just got to make shots at the end. Honestly, we got good looks. We just got to knock them down.
Anthony, where do you guys feel like you kind of came up short?
Yeah, like same thing that he was saying. I just feel like we just got to start the game better and kind of throw the first punch, and just so we don't put our situation. We already did it a couple times this season where we kind of got to fight back, and we come up short. But if we don't put ourselves in that situation, we don't have to fight back. So I think just being more consistent throughout the whole 40 minutes rather than in spurts.
Elijah, take me through that final possession where you had to kick it out, and then there was a couple shots, and you got the last shots, and it didn't go your way. Just what you see there across those entire last few seconds there.
I mean, like I said, the play was executed right. Reese came up, was supposed to catch the ball, and I was supposed to come off and drive and try to get a layup at the rim. I drove to the rim. I saw 2 people help, so I kicked it out to J-Rim, got the one more to Mel. He unfortunately missed. Then we got a kick out to Kobe. On the rebound, he missed, and then I saw at the end Reese got the rebound. He kicked it out to me. Felt like I was kind of deep, so I pump faked. He jumped, and I just missed the shot I was supposed to make. Honestly,
for both of you, it seems like consistency has kind of been an issue for you guys across games, halves, moments in the games. Just consistency is what you guys right now. Just what do you feel like it's going to take for you guys to just be better and just be more consistent across the entire season, really?
I'd say just kind of doing it every day, because some stuff you guys don't see, that like practices and stuff, we just got to be more consistent as a whole every single day, because then it shows up in the game, our inconsistency. So just in the locker room, on the court, at practice, off the court, we just got to be more consistent as individuals and as a team, because everything you do like in the dark is going to show in the light, and that's what's happening with us. So we just got to be way more consistent when the lights are off.
Elijah.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. Like we talk about it a lot. We just gotta bring it every single day. Me, myself, and the rest of my teammates. We just gotta go hard every single day, and honestly execute the game plan of what Coach and them are preaching for us. Cause Coach knows what he's doing, and he really had a good game plan. We just gotta execute it the way that he's saying for us.
Defensively on the road, maybe at neutral sites, it's been kind of an issue, but at home normally it's been good. But this week, Missouri State and FIU both been shot really well against you guys. What do you feel like has been main issues defensively? Because that seems like another big issue for you guys.
I'll say probably keeping the ball in front because it starts with the ball. Because then when people get by us and they're able to kick it out for threes, and then just being aware of who are the shooters and stuff like that, and who we should stay attached to, and who are we helping off of, and who we're not helping off of. So like he was saying, just kind of listen to the game plan because the coaches before the game can tell us exactly what we need to do. So it's on us to execute it, and we haven't been doing a good job of it.
I would say toughness, honestly. Like he said, we have a great game plan and everything else, but it all boils down to just being tough. I feel like some games when we let people out tough us and it shows, that's where consistency going on defense because it's about the game plan, but honestly it's about heart and fight. And I just feel like we just got to do a little bit better job, especially me.
So you got one more?
I have one more, but
You
yeah, just heading into this week, you guys are coming off your first road win of the season, and a lot. How do I say this? Just heading into this week, I think spirits were high coming off your first road win. You guys are back home for 3 games, but you dropped 2 this week. Sounds like a silly question, but I mean, how are you guys kind of feeling after the results you guys have put out this week? Elijah, we can start with you.
I'm not gonna say that I feel good because honestly I feel terrible that we lost 2 games, especially in front of a great crowd. But I'm optimistic that we'll definitely fight back and still be top in this league because we have all the right pieces and we're in every game. We just got to find a way to win at the end, honestly. So I don't feel like everyone has their head down and everything. We know we got to do. Everyone talks about it. We just got to go out there and really do it, come together and really do it.
Anthony, you want to do your thing?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it was a great opportunity to come home, go 3-0, and we didn't do that. We're 0-2 this weekend, and I mean, I feel like we have a great opportunity to just bounce back, and we got 11 games left, and I mean, you want to be playing your best basketball in February and March, so we have an opportunity to do that, so we can't really look back at all the games we've lost and stuff, and like he said, we're in every single game, and we're showing spurts of being better than our opponent, so we just got to have consistency and look forward to a really good last 11 games because, I mean, everything's just ahead of us, and yeah, that's it.
This part of the season, I think you guys are either near or at the bottom 2 of the conference standings, and that's the area where you guys get left out of the conference tournament because it's only 10 teams still this year. Still 11 games, still a lot of time left to go, but you guys feel like you guys are in any danger of missing the conference tournament at this point in the season?
No, I don't feel like we're in any danger. Like I said, we know what we need to do, and I'm seeing progress from everyone. So honestly, I feel like we're gonna get it together. I really believe we're gonna get it together, and we won't be anywhere near that.
Yes, I mean, I haven't even thought about that or looked at that because, like I said, it's most important for us to just be playing our best basketball in February and March, and that's right ahead of us. So if we could just heat up, find a way to start winning games and winning games at the end, we'll be perfectly fine, and we'll be just right where we want to be. We just gotta find the consistency and find the togetherness.